Yeah, but the purpose of the journal isn't supposed to be marketing.
Hey guys, Lunar Knight here. And I know this is gonna be weird that I sound different in this voice, but I'm actually kind of sick. But the show must go on. So, with that said, My Little Pony. Yeah, we know how a show appreciates its fan base. Now we're gonna talk about an episode that likes to nitpick it. So, without further ado, Fame and Misfortune.
So we start this episode with Twilight walking into an ice cream war, started by two fillies named Tula Rula and something fake candy name.
Hey, I said the characters were memorable, not the names.
So you see, friendship isn't always easy, but there's no doubt it's worth fighting for.
Twilight, they were just in a fight. Didn't you not see the ice cream war of Ponyville?
So Twilight remembers that she once learned that lesson before and heads to the library looking for the friendship journal that her and her friends have written over the years.
You know, the thing that was popular in season 4 but was never mentioned ever again.
I'll judge a book by its cover just this once. My little pony, my little pony.
Don't let your kids watch it!
So Twilight calls the gang together and shows them the journal. And we get to see which pony wrote on which page. Applejack has a smudge apple on her page, Fluttershy writes Tiny Teeny Tiny, Ray writes in calligraphy, Rainbow Dash rips her page, and...
I found Pinky's page.
Gotta say, some really funny jokes.
So Twilight and Starlight have decided to make copies of the book to give to her friends.
I learned the spell years ago when I needed to make copies of a certain... manifesto.
And the awkward meter goes up another notch. Ding, 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 ding.
Brings me to the second part of the surprise, my idea. How would you girls feel about making our journal available for every pony? If we can get these lessons into other ponies' hooves, maybe they'll benefit from them.
I know that sounds good, saying that most people need help nowadays, but most people prefer trial and error than a cheat sheet, which comes between relationships. I mean, I don't know about me, but I'm sure most people do.
You see, humans in reality are perfect, and on the first couple of tries, we're about to make mistakes in life, whether with money, education, and yes, making friends. Now, there are sites and books that can help, but we will still make decisions and mistakes along the way that makes us human.
Remember this will be pretty useful in the time being.
I'm awesome. Oh yeah, good idea.
Jeez, where's that chocolate? You need one. Hi, Brother One Look here, and the joke you heard was from a reference to the video game Persona 5. I thought it would be kind of interesting to do a joke from Persona 5, seeing how Persona 5 Royal will be coming next year. So I hope you guys enjoy that joke and continue on with the review. Also, you'll die in a couple of... Also, you'll die if you don't know this.
So Twilight delivered several copies of the journal, and it happened to be a big seller. And sees the same fillies from before arguing about playing hopscotch.
Take a breather. Maybe read Rainbow Dash's chapter on Rainbow Falls. It might help.
I hear it's quite pulverizing.
Boo!
Gonna putting together a Cutie Mark summer camp. Now every pony's definitely gonna sign up for it.
Foreshadowing!
Yeah, but the purpose of the journal isn't supposed to be marketing.
You know, it's hard to tell kids not to be sellouts when you're literally a show that sells toys. And here come the hate mails. Most of them are people in their 30s. Most of them are men.
Then Twilight is shown that the book is popular, but for the wrong reasons.
Oh, like most Disney movies. What's it gonna bite me in the ass later?
Who does she think she is? Certainly she did a fine job setting up the Ponyville Days celebration, but does she really believe it was a success just because of her? The nerve!
Wow. What pony hole.
I'm gonna have a chat with these two.
Okay, is it me or is Starlight gonna sound like they're turn them into glue?
Look at this scene. Twilight nodded like she was going to kill Jabba the Hutt. After chasing after Rarity, Twilight comes across Pinkie Pie, who is very popular because of the book, but it's because they think she's funny.
Aw, that's too bad. Wait, that wasn't even funny.
My God!
Okay, well, I guess I'll catch you later.
Yep, bye, Twilight.
Classic Pinky. Oh, she's even funnier in real life.
You know me for years!
Should I feel bad that I find that a little funny?
Then Twilight sees Rainbow Dash being surrounded by fans.
Oh, we don't want to hear her bowling lessons.
Oh, bitch! I know I should say that because she's a little kid, but you are a bitch!
Twilight then sees Fluttershy being hounded by haters.
I wanna know why Fluttershy keeps learning the same thing over and over again. Be assertive already!
Yeah, that has been a problem in the show for a while. The show's answer?
Listen up, I am more assertive. And yes, it took me a while to get there. But can you honestly say that you could learn something one time and completely change who you are?
Again, like I said in this time period right here.
Wow, you're way different from the Fluttershy in the book. I don't know how I feel about that.
And that's the typical Brody reaction. And that's the typical writer reaction. You know, maybe the show is more closer to this audience than they think.
So Twilight and Starlight head to Rarity's boutique and...
I'm creating a gown, darling. Truly with fire!
So they then see that Rarity is being boycotted and Applejack is popular.
You go ahead. I'll stay here.
Wow. Starlight's being a total bro in this episode. I'm actually starting to like her more often in this season than the last season 5, where the season finale where Twilight and Starlight go back in time with all the realities and...
One fanboy rant later. Twilight heads to Sweet Apple Acres to see random ponies becoming members of Applejack's family.
Is that legal?
Oh, I wish we'd never released that journal.
Cue Saved by the Bell music.
So Twilight stares out a window moping about what has happened to her friends and the state of Equestria due to the journal.
Oh boy. Window staring, huh? Was it that bad at Sweet Apple Acres?
Total bro.
How could our friendship journal have led to so much anti-friendship?
Yeah, well, that happened with a lot of things. I mean, look at how the Crusades happened.
What does he want us to cut? I don't know. I didn't read the script. Why didn't you? I don't know. Don't you want a clip from a video game? I don't know. I didn't read the script. Okay, how about a clip from Family Guy where Lady Macbeth fights the bear? Put it in. Okay, put it in.
What the hell's going on in there?
So Twilight's friends are hiding from their fans and haters at the castle, seeing that Ponyville's in chaos.
Think you've got problems? I know I'm awesome, but I can't even go to the bathroom without some pony trying to tell me how cool I am.
Hey, that's what happened to Taylor Swift. Why do I know that?
So Twilight sees that the book caused more problems than it fixed.
It's like when Robert Downey Jr. left Marvel.
Now what the heck does he want us to cut to? Got a clip of a Peter with the crotch. Let's see if we can use that. Nobody wants to see that! Put something else on! Of what? I don't know, a celery! I don't know! Who? I don't care, we're gonna get paid for this! Okay, Chris Evans. Alright, let's do Chris Evans.
Okay, I have got to fire those guys.
It's not your fault. It's every pony else's. They're just focusing on the wrong things and...
Okay, I know that's a lame excuse. Not all fans are bad people. I mean, my fans that watch my show are good people, right?
Ha ha!
Okay, that's it. I am calling my agent and I'm firing those assholes.
So Starlight leaves and Twilight tries to fix things.
I mean is, some ponies would argue that it doesn't seem believable that the 6 of you would be friends.
Believable?
Believable? How do you make friendship believable? In fact, what paper are you from?
My character? We are real ponies. This journal is a record of things that actually happened to us.
Hi, my name's Lunar Knight, and, I just got one question. Do you believe your characters in My Little Pony are real? I'm starting to question my line of work.
Okay, as it turns out that this is a reaction episode to the fan base and the hateful comments the show has been getting throughout the runtime, with the book representing the show and the townsfolk representing the fan base. Pretty understandable. Other forms of media have done the same thing and not so well.
Here's the thing, when you say your characters are real, it kind of takes out the relatability.
What about Rarity? Are we really supposed to believe she learned anything she wrote in there?
That's why you want to be Team Dash!
And this shows us the most hatred part of fandom, fan wars.
You know, the group of trolls get together and brag about their character being the best, causing outbursts, fights, and even full-on battles. So the main 6 sing a song on how they're not as perfect as anyone says they are, and they are just as human as the rest of them, or pony. Which I guess is a good lesson for people, but I don't know, could have made a different episode around that moral.
And that was completely pointless, seeing how the group started fighting again.
And this episode is trying to tell us that this show is to help kids, not adults. How they should teach the younger generation.
Which made me hate Yoda's line for The Last Jedi even more.
That is why you fail.
And doesn't that explain what's wrong with this episode?
Yes, there have been fans that made rant videos that nitpick at the show and the characters.
So this episode was maybe for them. But there are some fans that just love the fandom and are different from that group.
There are fans that named background characters and even gave them backstories. There are also artists in the community that make great art that is based on the fandom. They could have even showed artwork of the show they have inspired over the years. The writers have touched people's hearts, not like that, and how they brought people together into a big community. But we got this one instead, and they really missed the mark.
I guess the reason why I didn't like this episode is because we as people like to nitpick. It's in our nature. And that we should have a lesson, and that should have been the lesson the show would have done. They would have talked about how even different people have different opinions on a topic. Not just nitpick the nitpickers. I'm Lunar Knight, and
Tactical nuke incoming!
I've got a different hobby.
Don't let your kids what's it?